Norma, call a jury up here for 11:30, please.
11:30? How many do you want?
Let me see, just a moment.
Yes, sir.
Let's do 75.
75?
Mhm.
Yes.
And so usually the number of jurors that comes up, I think about what the charges are and how many potential people may raise their hand. Sometimes on child cases, people are like, yeah, I can't serve, you know. So it just really depends.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't let them pass with that, but sometimes they'll say things like, I'm just really not the best for this type of jury. Oh, you can continue to sit there because it's just jury selection.
Is that a yes?
Well, I will tell you,
Not yet.
What's his name?
Leland,
Yes, ma'am.
Not break over where she's at.
all right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, you need to stand and let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Gabriel Diaz, custody. Jennifer Chambers. Thank you. Esther De La Fuente. Thank you. Kilo Kimmaker, Raymond Haynes, Raymond Haynes, custody. Piers Tyler Pearson. Thank you. Gerald Harper, custody.
No, virtual book judge.
Gerald Harper. All right, sir, you need to remove your cap. Fabian Singh. Darren Daniel Villarreal.
He's president of the council. Thank you for it.
Eddie Dacey. Eddie Lee Dacey. Adam Cruz, custody. Lisette Casillas. Thank you. Christopher Polito, custody. Marcos Romero. Edward Garcia. Napoleon Velasquez. Robert Aguilar, custody. Roger Mims. Roger Mims. Fidencio Gonzalez. Michael Faz, custody. Frank Hasso, custody. Anijah Gifford. Should that be on the docket?
Judge, I can't wait for an update on this.
All right, thank you. Francis Oliva. Where? Thank you. Timothy Rivas.
For your honor.
Irene Gonzalez.
Judge, she's on.
All right, thank you. Jerry Castillo.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, is there anyone who came in late or your name was not called? What is your name? I'm sorry, who?
Ariel, yes.
All right, are you the person who's on the docket? Or are you here in support of that person?
Yeah, Judge.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
For Anthony Rodriguez,
No. So here's the thing, everybody. When I call the docket, it's people who have cases in this court. So it's state of Texas versus. So if you're not on the other side of the versus, you're here in support and you're not on the docket. So are you on the docket?
No, they just told me I got to come.
Who told you to come?
I'm speaking with the lawyer, the attorney.
All right, so just wait for his attorney, all right? All right, anyone else? All right, everyone, we're gonna start jury selection at 11:30, so please move with efficiency. The deputies are here. Once you requested your inmate, do not leave the courtroom because for security reasons, there's a limited number of inmates who are allowed in the courtroom at one time. You're not ready to approach the court if you have not conferred with the state and conferred with your client. If your client wishes to speak to the court in a language other than English, you'll need to request an interpreter. When you're ready to approach the clerk, let them know the reason for your needing to approach because we're going paperless. So they'll need to know, is it a plea? Are you thinking you may need a reset? Whatever the issue may be, let them know. If you are seeking probation for your client or if your client is on probation, please confer with Ms. Abrams. She is the court liaison here for probation. She's an integral part of this system. And I'm going to ask for her opinion whether you approach her or not. So that will cut down on time. Court reporter is to my left. Please do not talk behind her when we're on the record. You're nowhere on the record because I will have called the style of the case. To my left is our intern Paris. Make sure that you introduce yourself to her so she can love this profession. And Vashon, Megan, and the other people. What is this month? It is Black History Month. So, you know what I decided to do? Because people always know certain people's names, right, for Black History Month, but they don't know everybody's name, right? So I decided I'm just going to start throwing names out there and people can do their own research. And one of them is Garrett A. Morgan. So, great guy. And guess what? We wouldn't be here today safely if it wasn't for him. So you can look it up. All right, everyone, please confer. Oh, it was Sean. If there's another name you're thinking of that maybe I don't know, let me know.
Okay, I'll come up with one.
I absolutely loved my history teacher in high school. They would deep dive, which I loved.
No, I mean, it's up to you. That is on your. Daisy? Esther de la Puente?
I would like it.
Oh, it's always a.
Yes.
On that,
You're Rob Harper?
Irene Gonzalez, I just sent you an email,
Okay.
and let me just give you this to read over,
All right. Thank you.
and then I'll be ready whenever you are on that one.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Judge, are you ready whenever you're ready, sir?
Just give me one moment.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the Yep. Yep. Big girl dragon.
Could I see the file on Irene Gonzalez, please?
Yes.
Hello.
Just leave them.
Okay.
Miss Irene Gonzalez, what were we doing with Miss Irene? So I don't have any people who are going to our moment.
She is currently on probation.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see what her, is she on deferred adjudication? What type of probation she's on? Yes,
Page.
she's on page 7.
Yes, and I'll get it pulled up for you right now.
All right, thank you. And Miss Abrams, have you conferred with Megan on that case?
On which page?
Gonzalez.
Irene,
Okay. Yes, it's Irene Gonzalez.
it's coming up.
All right, thank you. Yeah, it's always very interesting.
Judge, we talked about it.
Okay. And Bashan, Adriana is pulling it up, but is she on deferred? What type of probation is she on?
It's still gathering information.
Oh, no problem. Mine is moving very slow as well.
She's adjudicated judge and she lives in Tarrant County,
Mhm.
so we're supervising her out of a different county.
Okay. Do you know what her underlying is?
It says,
Oh, yeah, this I have.
it says 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent you on the email.
Mhm.
You should also have the court summary.
Okay. All right, yes.
Judge, I have her status right now in jail, waiting the treatment bed. No.
No, she's not there.
Okay. She's
Oh, that needs to change.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll get that.
All right, thank you.
Just for.
All right, let's proceed. Let me.
Oh. I mean. Other than like, it's not like.
Miss Gonzalez? You need to start your video. And you need to unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we're here because there was a recommendation of DDRF. So what is going on with any mental health? What type of treatment are you receiving?
I'm seeing my psychiatrist. I've gone to MHMR and I'm taking my medications as I'm supposed to.
Okay. And then I understand that you're unable to meet the requests of the court due to an accident. So I'm understanding of that. But there are other issues regarding any substance use. So how are you addressing those issues as well?
Well, I've been sober now going on 6 months. So I'm just staying on my medications and just staying at home.
Okay. And you're not in Bear County, correct?
No, ma'am.
And when is her expiration? Do we know?
4/10/2027.
And other than this, has she completed what was requested of her?
Um, she has completed her parenting class. Um, she's completed an outpatient program that was back in 2024.
Mhm.
The community service is still outstanding, and she's made $100 payment to probation.
So how are you supporting yourself financially?
Right now, my fiance is supporting me.
Okay. You said she completed parenting classes?
Yes,
And do you believe she'll be able to do community service hours with her injuries?
I do not judge.
All right, so we'll count the parenting classes. I do it for other people. So the parenting classes will satisfy her community service restitution hours.
Okay, Judge.
And have there been any field visits where you are?
Yes, ma'am.
And how often do they do field visits?
I think every 2 months.
All right, Ms. Abrams, see
I
if they
have
can,
a field visit coming up on I think it's the 16th or the 17th.
all right, Ms. Abrams, see if they can do a field visit once a month, just for 3 months.
Okay, Judge.
Just give us one moment, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez, this is what the court is going to
Yes.
require because the request was for DDRF, and I know there are issues with you being able to comply with DDRF. One, because DDRF is not going to accept you in the physical condition that you're in. So this is what the court is going to require of you. The court is going to request that probation do field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Then they can continue with once every 2 months, because I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, are they using those field visits as your reporting?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
I report and then I have a field visit also.
all right. So let's see if we can do field visits once per month for 3 months, then they can go back to once every 2 months. I'm going to want sober support meetings 1 time per week, and there's going to be intensive outpatient treatment.
Yes, ma'am.
And that will be in lieu of DDRF. Probation, is there
Yes,
anything
ma'am.
else?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else that you need to be successful?
No, ma'am. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank
Can you
you.
just have her hold on?
Just wait. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, and probation is going to come in the breakout room and go over new conditions with you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, who else is ready?
There's page 4 at the bottom,
Okay.
Lynette.
Lisette Casillas. Hello.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Where is your client?
She's would you like her to come up? Oh, yes.
All right, hello. Today is plea deadline date. Have you all reached an agreement? All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date. And it should be 3 days. And I need an acknowledgement of discovery signed as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
April 14th. So I'm just covering for, okay, April 14th.
All right, April 14th is going to be your jury trial date. Your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not consider any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. And I'll need y'all to fill out an acknowledgement of discovery before everyone leaves.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Just have a seat and they'll bring the reset form to you.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Page 4 at the bottom.
And here's this,
Thank
that's
you.
done. Thank you for getting that. State on page 6, 4 down, Michael Foss. That's going to be recalled for Friday. The defense counsel's in jury in Comal County.
Third floor? Third floor.
Judge, so Michael Fox will be back.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Could you let him know his attorney is in jury? Adriana, anyone else ready?
Yes, ma'am. Dan, you can Sarian Daniel Villarreal on page 4.
Darren Villarreal.
So, yeah, I'm covering.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez, I believe you're done. All right, today is plea deadline date.
Judge, we have a due plea offer.
Mhm.
I'd like to, some time to go ahead and consider that with my client, with his family, given his age.
Okay, and how old are you? Yeah, that is consideration. All right, Ms. Ferguson.
Yes, ma'am.
Recall this for, are we able to do this on February 17th?
Yes,
February 17th.
Okay.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. And Luis, are you, he has the PF case, is
Yeah.
that somewhere else?
That is in 6.
Okay.
So,
Adriana, anyone else ready?
No member at this time?
All right, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell her. Yeah. We're gonna see her. But we were bringing them up.
first,
I'm gonna ask a question. I'll wait for it.
Megan, I believe this may be your case. I'm not sure.
I was gonna put a quick note about Lizette's discovery document. Because, yeah. Elisa Reyes, you said? Internal connection? Yes, you know, because, Elisa texted me last night, as she, actually, step in for today. But since she's at me sign discovery, not record, I just, I feel like. Okay, I'm just waiting on Lisa first. Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
For Miss Casillas, my name is Stephanie Cigarroa. I was stepping in or filling in for Miss Elisa Reyes Hinojosa. She's the attorney of record.
Mhm.
And I'm just waiting for her response on the discovery acknowledgement to ensure that she has received all discovery so I can sign on her behalf.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And I can't change this. Uh-huh. That's the number.
where are you all in the education process? Seniors in college? You guys are close to getting to that point where it's full on adulting. I always tell everybody, once you leave college, then the bills start coming in. But well, welcome. So are you all thinking about going into the legal field? And so which college are you all graduating from? Okay, A&M, we're here for you. We have to see, Megan, see if you can have Jason, if Jason can come down to talk to the A&M person. So we'll see if we can get him down. But well, welcome to the 187 District Court. This is a criminal district court, so we handle felony cases. So everything from your top level felonies all the way down to your low level felonies. We have thefts at the lower end, some drug cases at the lower end, all the way up to capital murder. So it's 187 District Court, and the reason why it's the 187 District Court is because it's the 187 District Court that was created in Texas. So you can travel all over Texas. There's only one 187 District Court. Now, with the county courts at law, you can travel all over Texas. You'll find a county court at law number 1, 2, 3. They go in order of creation as well, but because the commissioners are really over the county courts at law, you'll see that there is no jump between the numbers of 1. You don't go from 1 to 5. You go county court at law number 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there are 50. Are there 15 county courts at law, guys?
Yes.
Yes. So it goes from 1 to 15. But here in Bexar County, you may see a 187th across the hallway of 379th. And so the courts that are in between 187th and 379th, you may find some of them in other counties. All right, so at this table, we have prosecutors. We have prosecutors here. We have defense attorneys in Texas. And it's because of a law, everybody's entitled to representation. And if you can't afford representation, one will be appointed to you. So that's what we do here. And this is Deputy Laura, Deputy Mejia, and they're in charge of security here at the court. We've never had an incident because Deputy Laura and Deputy Mejia are awesome. And then we have probation there, and they're in charge of giving information of people who are on probation, and she'll talk to you some more about that. Then we have the clerks, and clerks do what they do. I'm a firm believer that everybody stays in their lane. So if you want to know what the clerks do, you can talk to the clerks. Court reporter is to my left, who is a multimillionaire. And then we have the intern here, Paris. So David McLean, do you have time to tell the interns what you do? All right, so to the interns, this is David McLean. He's an attorney and he's going to speak to y'all and speak to Paris as well. If you want to move there to hear him, you can. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Jeff, are you ready for,
Yes.
I have, hire some on page 2, third down.
Pierce Pearson. Hi.
Pearson.
Who's the attorney?
The attorney just walked away from me.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, she's right here. Monica. Talking to Jeff.
Sorry.
Hi. So y'all are ready on Mr. Pearson?
I
Just talked to Mr. Herman. I believe Daryl Harris is on his way down, so it might be beneficial.
All right, thank you.
Next one.
Oh, the sign.
I'm sorry, Judge, she signed in.
Oh, that's okay. Yes,
You have to meet with an officer and then I'll be right back.
thank you. Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, can you let the deputies know or whoever know that that case is not out of our court?
I don't know his last name, but maybe you can.
Yes.
That's fine.
I'm going to forward this back to you. Yes.
So, Garrett Morgan, traffic signal, right?
I'm sorry, what?
These are the traffic signal.
Yes.
I wish you worked on the hair growing cream. I could have really used it right now. I was like, look up the right person.
Good morning. I don't need to sign in. I just wanted to check on the time, how much time somebody has on Robert Aguilar. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How's it going?
Okay today.
It's a beautiful day.
A little colder than I thought. I was looking for just a tiny bit more warmth this morning.
Yeah.
So was my dog.
Oh, well, you know, my mom, they still have snow on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is 2024. 00699. Snow's not going away. That's all right. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this. This is my question. On the docket. No, she's on the docket. Let me see.
I'm looking at this.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to call.
Oh, last page, seven in the front and the very top. That's
All right, Francis Oliva? All right,
Hi, Judge. Do you have a copy of the supplemental report?
let me see if it's in the email.
I did put it in your email.
All right, let me grab that.
I have breakfast for you.
All right, thank you.
So Judge, just to give you an overall status, Miss Oliga has been on probation since August 21st of 2025. She is in compliance with all the terms of her probation. Right now, there is a no contact order with her wife.
Mhm.
And they're asking that no contact order be lifted for the sake of putting their family back together.
All right, and with regards to.
And I'm sorry,
No, no, I'm sorry.
and her wife is here present. You did want her to be present.
And is her wife a public servant?
No,
Okay, so. Okay,
right.
all right.
So I did talk to the state about it,
Mhm.
and they're okay with it, except for they would like no harmful or injurious contact.
Okay,
It means that there can't be any harm come to it.
all right, let me see the wife. This is my question. Have you had any contact since this?
My kids,
Okay. So is there any fear of her?
none. You know, sir, that was the first time that it was my 30th birthday. I turned 30. That was my milestone, so
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2025 CR 008090 State versus Francis Oliva. For the state, and are you Miss Oliva? All right, so you are here asking that the no contact order be lifted against your spouse. Off the record, the court did take testimony from the spouse just to ensure that what is in the supplemental report is how the your wife feels. And in the supplemental report the court received, she was asking that the no contact order be lifted. In this court, whenever there's some sort of violence, the court always requires that I hear from the complainant if they want the no contact order to be lifted. State, it's the court's understanding that you're in agreement to lifting a no contact order, and you are asking for a no harm for injurious contact. Is there anything else that you're requesting? All right. You may be excused. Thank you. All right, are we still doing the field visits?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so I'll do a no harm for injurious contact with Ms. Gutierrez, and the field visits will continue.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right, is there anything else?
I do just want to make the court aware that Ms. Oliva has signed up, or she's going to start her parenting classes this month.
And that was actually like we talked about with my probation officer last month.
Okay,
Yeah, so before we even got to the court hearing, because I'm in training for management right now. So
Mhm.
last month when I was supposed to go to parenting, I had my training to go to for management classes, so.
okay, awesome. Well, keep up with the good work. And it appears, one, that there shouldn't probably be alcohol in your house. And since you're on probation, you're not allowed to drink
I haven't
alcohol.
drank alcohol since that day I got arrested.
Okay. All right, if there's anything else you need, be sure to let us know.
Question, because this
Yes.
is the third time I've come to court for a no contact order. Is it officially off? Can I officially go home with my spouse?
Yes.
Like, I go to probation next month, they're not gonna tell me I have another no contact order, right?
No, well, I will
We're gonna
tell you,
handle it
I've
right
done my part, and then it will be placed in the system. So I don't put it in the system. That's the clerk's, that's probation.
So
So-
I can go to her hotel room, grab her stuff and take it back to my apartment.
Yes. You can do that today. Well, you can do that after you leave court.
So we can go.
Yes, you
Well,
can go.
like-
Well, not till you sign the conditions, but then you can go.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
What? I don't need any. I'm just being, my wife does that to me. She said, why are you being nice to me? What do you want? I'm actually just getting her attention, letting her know I'm here, we're filling out paperwork. I don't need a check. I know where I need to be. I do have a question. She's doing probation, diversion. She's the person for that, is she? Okay, check it. Oh, no, I do need.
All right, anyone else ready?
Yes, I have, we'll move on. We're gonna go to Jerry Castillo, page 7 at the bottom.
know what's going on.
Oh, I think he's gonna be confirmed,
Okay,
but he's right here.
all right. Anyone else ready?
No, that's all. The other Pearson, Monica Guerrero's person is not here at the moment. So everybody that signed in has stepped away.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you want it? Yeah. Would you like to send us? You want to send your- What is this like? Is it intended?
Raymond Haynes.
Okay, that is it.
I'll give it to him and I already know his.
They already, they told me that they already took care of it. And they, be back. They told me that they already took care of it. I think who went to that? Oh, it just.
So did you have somebody ready?
Yes.
Raymond Hayes, page 3, second down.
Yeah, that's, oh, yes. I just want to make sure.
Raymond Haynes?
Yeah, she's in the back in custody, but I just wanted to check in with you. So they tried to evaluate him for BTC and he was not, in their opinion, competent enough to complete the evaluation.
Mhm.
So I talked with him again and I think we're gonna need to file a motion for competency exam.
When is that going to be filed?
Well, hopefully today, tomorrow. I just talked to CMO and John about it.
Okay, I can barely hear you.
I'm sorry, I got a bad throat.
Okay.
We will try to get it filed today.
Deputy Laura,
Yes, Judge.
is Mr. Haynes downstairs?
Yes, yes.
Can you bring him up? They'll bring him up?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Break.
She wants him to come up and down and speak.
She always said she would speed. Just give me a moment. All right. Ms. Ferguson, recall him for tomorrow. Hello. Mr. Harris? Daryl, you ready?
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Hayes out here, Judge.
All right. Let me see what page he's on. Where's his attorney? Jay Norton? Your client is here. Yes. If you want to have him brought up, or do you need to speak with him?
No, I think we're good now.
Okay. All right, good morning. All right, so my understanding from your attorney, it's going to take a little bit longer to be interviewed by VTC. There's another interview that needs to take place prior to that, okay? All right, so, and you'll file that motion today?
Yes, ma'am. Already called the office about it.
Okay. And what we'll do is, Ms. Ferguson, can you give me an April date? If everything is done before April, we'll bring you back before April. Well, actually, early May. All right, so we'll be back on May 7th, and if you all can make sure you communicate so there's no downtime.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. Is there anything else?
Not at this time, right?
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, are y'all ready on Pearson?
Yes.
All right. What is the update on BTC?
So, the case was staffed on Thursday. We found out on Friday that he was not accepted into the VTC.
Just give
to know if we can submit additional documentation.
All right, you'll submit additional documentation and the court will sign a referral. Any objections to that? All right, so we'll do a re-referral to VTC. And then if there's still an issue there, we will see about other avenues. Thank you for your service to the government. All right, how long will that take?
It depends on how fast we can get the information, Your Honor, and we can expedite it for.
I can work on it today.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Recall this for the end of the month. All right. Will that give you enough time?
Yes.
All right, so we'll be back on February 26th. All right,
Thank you.
thank
Judge.
you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. All right, thank you. And then Bridget, I'll take your matter up as soon as I put this in Odyssey. And Norma, on that one, do I need to sign something? The re-referral? All right, if you'll do that. Yes. Yes, I want to see the stats because I'm telling you, there are some people who are in the program and I'm just like, what's going on here?
Didn't you know I'm here?
Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, Bridget, I'm ready on your case. And did you confer with the state?
Yes, Judge. We're still conferring. I don't know if we're gonna have.
No, I mean conferring on this, the warrant issue.
Yes,
Yes, Judge.
yes, yes.
All right. Okay, and Ray Cordova? All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 007919 State versus Ray Anthony Cordova. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Where's the absent for defense?
And are you Mr. Cordova?
Yes, ma'am.
So on January 27th, you did not appear for court. The court issued a judge's warrant and remanded you without bond. According to the new law, the court has to make a decision on whether or not you willfully abstinence yourself from that day. So defense, do you have any documentation or information for the court?
Yes, Judge, he was originally set on the 26th, the day that the courthouse closed.
Yes.
And so I did speak to him to appear on the 27th. I was here in the morning, and when I was here in the morning, he was not here yet. And I believe he checked in that day, but then he left because I never showed up, reason number one.
Mhm.
Reason number two, he received a text message from pretrial services
Mhm.
stating that they would talk to him after court on February 2nd. So he got confused and he left.
Okay.
I thereafter called him and I told him that he was not supposed to leave, that you had issued a judge's warrant. And we were trying to get him in last week, but I was not available. So spoke to the coordinator to set him today so that I can approach the court to remove the judge's warrant.
All right, so here's my question. Is he on a PR bond or is he on a commercial bond?
How did you vote that? Did you pay somebody to bond you out? A personal bond,
No,
not a
it
PR.
wasn't personal.
Commercial bond?
Did you pay?
I couldn't tell you.
Just one moment. Let's go out the record briefly.
Did you pay somebody to bond you out?
Look, see what type of bond he's
She
on.
paid to bond you out. It looks like it's a commercial bond.
All right, so if it turns out it's a commercial bond, I don't have any problems reinstating the bond. However, I cannot reinstate that bond unless the bondsman agrees to a reinstatement. So if you can call them.
I don't think there's been anything filed. They went off bond.
No, I did speak with them that day and they told me the same thing, that they believed it was scheduled for the second.
All right, so let's do this. Just, I can take your attorney's word for it as an officer of the court. I just need your attorney to call the bondsman and say they have no objection to the court recalling the warrant and they'll be back on the bond.
Okay.
All right. I just want that to be clear because the last thing I want is for me to recall the warrant and then you're walking around minding your day and then the bondsman sends an affidavit to surrender surety across my desk. So something's going to happen today. We're going to take care of it today. You're going to be released today. All right. So let me just see what's going on with this. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
She said it's AAA Garcia.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. 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 All right. Thank you. So whenever there's an issue, I always try to give people the next day if I think maybe Odyssey did something crazy, because Odyssey has been known to do crazy things. And then when we had that day where nobody was here, so I was trying to give people extra time to, and if the attorney said, yes, we've contacted our client, then, the client needs to be here. But if the defense said, hey, we were not able to get in contact with the client, then what I would do is I'll say, okay, this is going to be the new date. Vashon, can I see you for a second? All right, everyone, just give me 5 minutes, please.
There's a full moon, I was trying to. Where? And I was like, oh my gosh, but, yeah. Yeah, this computer feels awkward. You're on it. Okay, that's like. No, they will have. Yes.
That's not work there. It's. Yep. We'll get 2 more cups of coffee, see what's going on.
That's it. I get to see how I have asked for it. Yeah. He's like the head coach, so it's for the practice.
Hi. I think we're gonna take a plea on Jennifer Chambers. I don't, yes. I don't know how.
Sign in, like, look for us?
Sure.
And do you, well, are you have papers ready and working?
I don't have to.
Okay, why don't you send in if you have these people?
Okay, where's the
For that.
paperwork in this?
The paperwork for, the attorneys are the ones that give you the paperwork.
Okay, great.
Thank you. I'm ready to come in and log it in. And this is. I think that is. It is, okay. How's it? Thank you. Thank you. Sure, just step back there.
All right. All right, everyone, please be seated.
I'm sorry about this. No warning, it's just, you know.
It's not right there. Sid. Yeah, 0, 0, 18, 5 through 5. Eight, 2, 5, 3.
That one's ready to go.
Okay. All right, that'll help me. Okay. So it's in 12. All right, I'm gonna be able to see where I can get that posted today too. How are you? I'm here.
Working.
It's Monday.
Thank you.
I'll look up.
Yes.
Yes, just give me a moment. Yes, I'm ready.
I have a Marcos Ramirez.
Marcos Romero? Who is Marcos Romero?
Who's here?
Yes.
Yes.
And counsel, is this an application or no?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, we can go on.
Okay, we're doing Jeremy.
Jerry. Jerry.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 15760 State versus Marcos Romero. Could I have parties announced?
Brandon Prater for the state.
Jose Rocha for Marcos Romero, Your Honor. Ready?
And are you Mr. Romero?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Romero, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
Mr. Romero, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with theft of property less than $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do believe so.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Romero, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, and the state will take in consideration 2025 PF 36675. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Okay, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Judge, we have to say exhibit number 1 and all of its attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Good.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. The court will sentence you to 1 year in the Bear County Jail on a 1244, give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration 2025 PF 36675. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, you've got to stop stealing.
Yes, ma'am.
If you continue to steal, what's going to end up happening, this is now a felony conviction. At some point, you're going to end up getting enhanced.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
there's an issue where you don't have money for food, then there are plenty of places you can go. You can go to Haven for Hope. You can go to the food pantries at different churches. You can go to the food bank. You can go to the Salvation Army. But going into stores and stealing, that's not the way to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because guess what? What if everybody who had no money decided to steal?
Yes, ma'am.
And I always tell people, people think, attorneys are wealthy, right? We're not. When I was in law school, guess what? I didn't have money to pay for food. Guess what I could have done? I could have stole. I could have stole out the vending machines. I could have stole from the cafeteria. But instead, I talked to the person who was the chef, and I said, look, I don't have any money, but can you give me food and I'll pay you at the end of the week? And guess what ended up happening? Sometimes I would end up paying him at the end of the week. Sometimes he's like, oh, Stephanie, you can pay me at the end of the month. My mom would send me money through the mail and I would pay. And if I would have stole, that's a crime of moral turpitude, and I wouldn't be where I am now because I just stole.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
So stop stealing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck.
Can I ask you,
Sure.
get my time that I,
You're concerned about time instead of that you've just been found guilty of a crime of moral turpitude. Let me just tell you, legally, I have to give you credit for any time that you've been in custody.
please, thank you.
All right? Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's next?
Yes, ma'am. I have Jerry Castillo. Page 7 at the bottom.
All right. Jerry Castillo.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, Judge.
Right. So State, are you in agreement to early term?
Judge, we're going to be withdrawing that motion for the termination.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. Thank you. We're going to go on the record. Court is calling 2022 CR 10840 State versus Jerry Castillo Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Opinion for the state of Texas?
Peter Calderola for Mr. Castillo, Your Honor.
All right. Are you Mr. Castillo?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So defense is the court's understanding that you're withdrawing your motion for request for early termination.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And I'm assuming there are no objections. All right, so now the other issue we have is the GPS.
That's correct.
So how are we going to address that?
Judge, part of the concerns, I think, with probation set this hearing for GPS fees, Mr. Castillo has had trouble being able to afford those fees and fines. He's had his monitor calibrated 4 times, and he's also had it replaced 3. Today, I think we're just here to address some of those concerns that probation had with the court, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So as my attorney said, I've had multiple issues with this GPS as far as the maintaining it, and I haven't been doing anything different. I've been staying out of the areas that I'm supposed to be avoiding, and that's always on my mind and making sure that I'm never violating in that part. But as far as the device and the physical components that make it up, those have been issues that I've had that were not in my control. And every time they were addressed to me, I made sure and went down and had them fixed or replaced by the RMS company.
Okay.
And with the fees, Your Honor, I've put probation first for the past 2-3 years, first before everything, before my kids, before my family, before my job. And there was a time last year when my hours got cut at work
Mhm.
and I started to fall behind on my probation. I'm sorry, my GPS fees, yes. And upon falling behind, I started to think maybe I could get an early termination or file for it to get off. And just in those months, I started to fall behind, and that's how I got to where I am.
Okay.
Um,
So are your work hours back up or no?
no, they're not. They're still been cut, yes.
Okay.
I'm working between 25 to maybe 30, 32 hours a week.
Okay.
And that's, I mean, I don't know. It's been hard because I've never been in this situation. I've always had a full-time job, even overtime hours. This is the first time actually in my life that I'm working so little hours. So it's a little bit of a struggle, financially and mentally. But that's the reality I'm living in right now.
Nothing further, we defer to the discretion of the court, Your Honor.
All right, so unless the state is in agreement, you have to remain on GPS, and I will tell you, it's the nature of the offense. Because with regards to your offense, it's because a previous court gave you instructions, like there were orders in place and you didn't follow them. And so, yes, sometimes people have actually been rehabilitated and they're saying, you know what, I haven't been in this area because I'm not allowed to. But then people will say, well, you haven't been in that area because you have the GPS and it'll tell us if you're in that area. So, counsel, you may want to call the company and see if they will accept payments.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd just like to note, Your Honor, initially you put the GPS on me for only a year into my probation. And at this moment, I'm on GPS strictly because I picked up new charges, I think last year. And I've already settled those charges. I satisfied the probation and I've completed those entire charges. And the only reason I'm on the monitor now is because you put it until further notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why you're on the monitor, because
I understand what you just said.
yes. So, and picked up new charges. Okay. So that's where we are. And I always tell people in life, there are consequences for actions. And I understand that you're understanding that now, that there are consequences. Sometimes people go through life and nobody gives them any consequences for their actions. So when they become adults, they're like, I'm not supposed to get consequences. So this is where we are. I will tell you though, I do internalize what you're saying, and I know that that is a hefty fee. My understanding is there is a monitor somewhere that is a monitor for free that the company is supposed to have. And I have yet to see it. I don't know who's on that monitor where they are free. You may want to talk to the company and say, my understanding, you're supposed to have at least one free monitor. Who has this one free monitor? Because I have yet to see it. But if you'll speak with them and see maybe if they can work out an installment plan for him, if they cannot, you come back and we'll see what we can do.
I'll inquire, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much. And thank you. You're always dressed appropriately for court. I really do
I
appreciate it.
always need this.
All right.
May we excuse, Judge?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Marcus Romero.
Marcus Romero? Yeah, we've already done the plea.
Okay. Esther de la Fuente, the plea.
I think they're working on
Right
the.
here.
Esther de la Fuente. Who's the attorney?
That's me, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Is there an application in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, deferred.
Ms. Abrams, there's an application. Good morning. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 006860 State versus Esther De La Fuente. Can I have parties announced?
Brandon Britton from the state. Andrew Fraley from the state of Florida.
And are you Ms. De La Fuente?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. De La Fuente, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented
We are good.
on all
There's
three counts?
three.
I'm sorry,
Three
we're
waivers.
proceeding on counts 1 and 2, waiting count 3.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, any objection to the court writing count 1 and count 2 in the admonishments?
No, Your Honor.
Because otherwise it's so the clerks will know. Okay. All right. With regards to your admonishments, the state is proceeding on count 1 and count 2. Both of those counts are aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison in each count and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow the plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked? The court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in each count and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. De La Fuente, Ms. De La Fuente, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on counts 1 and counts 2. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at a $1,000 fine. They're recommending deferred adjudication. Any objections to the court writing in here that counts 1 and counts 2 will run concurrently?
No objections, Your Honor.
Is that the
No,
intent?
no objection.
And legally, they have to run concurrently? All right, and do all parties agree that that's the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions? Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a period of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation. You're to follow the recommendations of the TAP. 100 hours community service restitution. No contact with the complainants, the MRT, and anger management. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to count 1, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
To count 2, how do you plead?
No contest. Your Honor.
State any evidence.
Judge, go up to exhibit number 1, including all of its steps.
No objection.
And state, have you spoken with the complainants?
We have to.
All right, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. De La Fuente, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty of count 1 and count 2. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, you're not this time.
All right, so is Mariana still living with you?
Yes.
Why?
She's my older sister and I have a niece and nephew that I help her take care of. So my mom has always taught us to look out for each other. And regardless of what has happened, I will always have my family's back.
So is she working now?
Yes. She's tried very hard to get more hours and stuff to help me out.
All right, and are you employed?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a cook inside the airport. I work 2 jobs.
And what do you cook? You know, I'm always interested in the food side of things.
We cook a lot of stuff. It's burgers, turkey burgers, chicken, bison burgers, wings.
Oh, the bison
tenders.
burger is new.
Excited about that.
Yeah, the bison burger is actually pretty good. It's very expensive though because it's in the airport. It's very good.
Well, if I come there and I have a bison burger and it's not good, I'm going to come to you and say, hey, this burger's not good.
As long as I cook it, it's wonderful. I always get compliments on my food.
Okay. And do you have any children?
Yes, I have a son.
And what is his age?
He's 1 year and 7 months tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And who's looking after him now?
He's in daycare right now.
Okay. And the other people who came over, I'm assuming you don't have any contact with them?
No, neither does my sister anymore.
All righty. This is what the court will do. Counts 1 and counts 2 will run concurrently. Why is there a request for, is there any alcohol issue with you or any type of drug issue with you?
No.
All right, so if you were drug tested today, you're going to be clean? All right, there's $1,000 fine. That will be probated. Court will sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random, we'll just do regular UAs. Field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm sorry, Miss Abrams. That will be 50 hours deducted for parenting. And then the remaining 50 hours will be deducted upon completion of anger management. There's to be no contact with Luis Garcia and Jacqueline Lowen, Lowen. Probation, is there anything else?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Joan.
All right, did you review the document entitled trial? Oh, I'm sorry, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. And that's in each count. Did you review the document entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Sometimes I know pressure gets to people because you're working 2 jobs, you're doing your part, and maybe at this time your sister wasn't doing hers, loaning vehicles to people she shouldn't have loaned vehicles to. But you just have to take a deep breath and step back, because otherwise you may end up here, all right?
Yes.
In this courtroom, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you come back and address it with me, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck to you.
Your
Thank
Honor.
you. And counsel, if you can talk to her about the patch as opposed to the regular UAs. It costs more, but I know she's working 2 jobs.
She's working a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right, who else is ready?
Robert, Aguilar.
Aguilar? Sorry, I'm waiting for Odyssey to pull up.
I could take all morning.
Yes, let me make sure I have it. And there's no supplemental, is there? Okay, I have a First Amendment and the other one. All right. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 006-995, State versus Robert Isaiah Aguilar. Can I have parties announced?
Jim Wheat for Mr. Aguilar.
And are you Mr. Aguilar?
This one.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Robert Isaiah Aguilar who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 006-995 for the offense of assault family household member previous conviction on July 23rd, 2024 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
This original motion to revoke community supervision. Violation of condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Robert Isaiah Aguilar, who then and there failed to report to the division officer as directed for the months of March and April 2025. Violation of condition number 4.
How you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
It will waive the 2 remaining on the original motion to revoke.
Mhm.
We continue on the first amended motion to revoke community supervision.
Yes.
Violation condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Robert Isaiah Aguilar, who then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Civil waive the remaining violation on the first one.
Any objections to the waivers?
No.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violations 4 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the prison?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 4 and 4?
Yes.
All right, the court will find 4 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
That is to grant the state's motion. Communicate, there is already, excuse me, on the local defendants.
Is that the agreement, counsel?
Yes, Judge, and we do ask that you give him credit for his time served.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right, the court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. And there's to be no residing in households with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement and I followed your agreement, and also because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and also a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record, make better decisions, make better choices, okay? Good luck to you. Yes. Sure.
You said, like, to not be in a household with minors, but I'm about to have another child in about 3 to 4 weeks, so.
You have to take that up with an attorney. Okay? All right, thank you.
And also I'm sorry.
No problem.
I just wanted to know, ahead of time, how much time I had for credits for anything. I'm unaware how much I have.
All right, so what will end up happening is your attorney can speak with the clerk and the clerk will let him know how much time you have credit for. And if for any reason you feel as though you're missing some time and it's not correct, let your attorney know and it'll be corrected. All right, thank you.
You have a blessed day.
Oh, thank you, you too. Who's next?
Ray Cordova, Bridget.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Yes. All right, and do you have the cause number for me again, please?
I do. It's 2025 CR 007919.
All right, we are back on the record. And 2025 CR 007919. Defense, were you able to contact the bondsman?
Yes, I did. I spoke to one of the owners, Stephanie, and they have no intentions of going off bond.
All right, then what the court will do, the court will find that the defendant did not willfully fail to appear for court. The court will recall the judge's warrant. And any bond is reinstated. All right.
Okay.
So, and here's my question. Where are we on this case with discovery and everything?
I'm going to confer with him right now, Judge, again. And I
Okay.
believe I've already received all the discovery.
All right, so then just approach, and then if things work out, then I'll take care of that. If not, I'll have to give you a new court date.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
thank you. Anyone else ready?
Yes, ma'am. I have Frank Javier Jasso. Oh. Edward Garcia. I'm sorry, we have Edward Garcia first, Judge, and then Jasso.
All
I
right, what page
apologize.
is this on?
Edward Garcia is on 5-3.
All right,
And here's his paper.
thank you. Edward Garcia,
Your Honor, they're bringing them out.
Okay. Is there an
Yes.
application?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, while we're waiting for him to come back, who's next?
Johnson? Yeah, Johnson.
All right.
This is everything on Johnson, who's the next one?
All right, the court is calling 2023 CR 5033, State versus Frank Javier Hasso. Could I have parties announced?
David McLean for the defense.
And are you Frank Hasso?
Yes.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? And did you understand it?
I did, yeah.
Are you the same Frank Javier Hasso who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 5033 for the offense of possession of controlled substance penalty group 1, 4,200 grams on July 24th, 2023 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
On amended motion for a vote. Number 1, on or about the 15th day of January 2026 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Frank Javier Hasso committed the offense of fail to ID in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Violation condition number 4, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Frank Javier Hasso did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October, November, and December 2024, and January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2025.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
It's true, Your Honor.
State will waive the remaining violations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 1 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, revoke, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 1 and 4? Court will find violations 1 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Continue Mr. Yasso on probation with ISP day supervision as a reliever, but to alter and amend to add moral recognition here.
Judge, that would be our agreement and our request to this court. If the court would be so inclined to follow that. I know you have some questions about why he hasn't.
I do, because he's been missing.
He has been missing.
So does
Judge.
somebody want to address that? Because I don't understand why I should follow your recommendation.
I totally understand, Judge, and I'm very familiar with this court's position on this. This is such a common issue with my clients that are in this position, because what happens is they'll miss an appointment and know that the next time they show up at probation that they're going to get arrested. And instead of making good decisions and just facing the music, they make it worse by staying gone. I know it's not an excuse. Absolutely no, it's not an excuse. But what I will tell you the court is this, is that during that time that he's been gone, Mr. Jasso has remained employed the whole time at the same employment. He's working at Marco's Pizza. He does everything over there except deliver. He has been living at the same address the whole time that he has been missing. No one has actually gone and done anything to try and bring him before this court for what's coming up on almost 2 years now. His first time he missed his appointment was on April of 2024. What I would request, my client is willing to do what the court needs him to do. He just didn't know what to do and how to address it once he missed that first appointment. And we're just asking the court, it's his first MCR, give him another chance so that he can show the court that he is intent on committing this successfully.
I mean, he's been missing. What has he done?
he's, except for the failure to ID, which I'm sure is what happened when he got brought before the court.
I mean, has he completed community service hours?
He has done SATF. He has actually completed his SATF aftercare. There was there was an allegation in the MTR saying that he hadn't, but he has, and he's got a certificate. So he's done some things. He's stayed clean. He's not using. He's trying to do what he needs to do. He just didn't know how to get back in front of probation without getting in a lot of trouble. And he's afraid to do it.
I don't think he's appropriate. You guys want to discuss things?
We'll step back, Judge.
Okay,
I
all right.
understand. I appreciate that, Judge.
All right, thank you.
You, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. Edward Garcia. Court is calling 2026 CR 000110, State versus Edward Garcia Jr. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brandon Frederick, state. Jose Rocha for Edward Garcia. Ready, Your Honor.
Now, are you Mr. Garcia? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Garcia, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yeah, Judge.
Mr. Garcia, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with evading arrest detention with a previous conviction as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do believe so.
Mr. Garcia, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you may be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 112 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Judge, we offer exhibit number 1 and all this. No objections, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and state you may be excused? Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on the behalf of your client?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, the court will sentence you to 112 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244 and give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to start making better decisions. If you would have just pulled over, you wouldn't even be here right now. Okay? All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Maybe excuse you, Honor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyone else ready? Okay. All right, Christopher Polito. Good morning. Are there any applications?
There is, Judge.
All right,
For
probation.
registration, regular.
Thank you. Probation, there's an application for community supervision. Court is calling 2025 CR 015632, State versus Christopher Polito. Could I have parties announced?
Derek comes from Mr. Polito.
And are you Mr. Polito? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Polito, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Ms. Polito, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. All right. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Polito, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,200 fine, and the state is opposed to your application. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
It is, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motion?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Yes, you're in the sheet for states, which is not in all.
No objection.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. What is his criminal history?
State theft as well as conviction for burglary of ability and possession E1 2 felonies were referred to.
Okay. All right. Are you waiving PSI?
We can, the state's opposed, but we can.
Well, no, my question is, are you waiving PSI?
You want the judge to make the decision, then you want to wait 30 days.
I'm gonna.
We'd waive the PSI, Judge.
All right. And state you're opposed, and why are you opposed?
Judge, we are opposed. Mr. Polito was placed on probation in 2023 as well as that drug conviction in 2023 and then picked up this new case. So he's already done a trip to TC on that one before grants.
All right, thank you. So why were you revoked on your last probation? What did you not do?
Report.
Okay. And how often have you been using drugs?
2026.
And what have you been using?
Marijuana at first, and then it went to cocaine. Then cocaine went to meth. And then I started drinking. And then I just stayed on meth. No,
And do you have any children? What are their ages?
15. She lives in Austin. I have 2 live right now with my parents, and a 7 and 8-year-old. And then I have a 3-year-old.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you a choice. There are no other choices. Don't ask me for a third option. Either choice that you make is going to result in you being in custody. First choice, I'll find you guilty, as I already have done, sentence you to prison for 5 years. Next choice, I'll grant your application and I will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years, but you're going to remain in custody. You're going to be referred to felony drug court. If they do not accept you, you're going to be going into inpatient treatment somewhere. So those are your only options. And the only reason why I'm giving you these options is because sometimes it's not good to kick the can down the road. You have these children who are depending on you for support. And one or two things going to end up happening if you don't get treatment. Either you're going to end up in prison for the rest of your life, or either somebody's going to end up identifying your body. So which do you prefer? 5 years in the prison, or either you remain in custody until you're accepted in felony drug court, or either into an inpatient drug treatment? All right. Thank you, counsel. All right. This is what the court will do. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. The following is to take place in custody: a referral to felony drug court, TAP evaluation. If not accepted into felony drug court, then inpatient treatment. And that inpatient treatment, probation, if TAP evaluation approves, will be SafeP. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits 1 time per month until further notice upon release from custody. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once parenting classes are complete, 50 hours will be deducted. The remaining community service hours, you can either do 150 in the heat, which it's going to get hot pretty soon, or there's going to be one sober support. For every sober support meeting completed, that's your AANA meetings, 1 hour of community service restitution will be deducted. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. That may change once you prove to the court that you can be clean and sober. There is to be a $1,200 fine. That will be probated. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You have children who are depending on you 100%. If you continue the way you're going, some other man is going to end up raising your children, because either you're going to end up spending the majority of your time at the Bexar County Jail or in prison, or either somebody's gonna have to identify your body because the last time you use may be the last time you use. In this court, communication is key to be successful. Talk to your probation officer. If you ever feel like, once you completed the inpatient program you're gonna use, call your sponsor, call probation. If you call probation and you tell them that you're thinking about using, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get you some help. If you come in here and talk to me and say, Judge, I'm struggling, I think I'm gonna use, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get you some help. But if you don't report, we're gonna have a problem. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Are you all ready? All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 5033, State versus Frank Javier Hasso. Could I have parties re-announced for the record?
David McLean for the defense.
All right, and you're Mr. Hasso?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, so State Defense, have you had a chance to confer?
We did confirm that. Yeah. Would ask the court to reform the judgment to make the underlying 5 years.
Judge, I've conferred with my client on that. We know that you have complete discretion on this. My client has asked that I request from the court to alter and amend the sentence to 2 years. My client would like to address the court. If we need to put him under oath to do that, we're going to do
All
that.
right, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Francisco Javier Hasso.
All right, and what would you like to tell me?
I do appreciate you allowing me to speak freely. It's unfortunate that I'm hearing what the circumstances may be, and I understand it is my fault. This is the first time, Judge, in my life that I've actually been straight edge, been clean, been able to hold a job for as long as I have, been able to be proud of myself as well as my family members be proud of me because I haven't relapsed. I did complete Sabbath. I was on the I was cognitive for the Sabbath, which means I was I guess with the elders of the class. I got my certificate as soon as I got out. I did my reentry, came out clean for all my drug tests. I just messed up and missed one appointment, and I was just scared to go back, and I wasn't ready to do. This is not my lifestyle no more. It hasn't been, and I dread, the whole just.
But see, here's the thing. I always tell people, if there's an issue, all you have to do is communicate with probation.
Yes, and so I was communicating with them, and then there was a discussion or something when they were changing my probation officers to give me an appointment, and it was going back and forth, and then so finally when they did, there was a misunderstanding that I'm not too sure exactly what it was. My probation officer wasn't open about exactly what it was, but he had just said something about not to mention anything about the reason why they weren't able to give me the appointment when I was requesting it, because I have a paper trail of emails and calls to let them know that I was trying to get the appointment set up again with them. I'm not too
Just
sure.
1 second.
Sure.
Probation. He is saying that he has emails where he was trying to get in touch with probation. Oh, yes, please.
And that was the new one, which is Josh Canoodle, I believe, which is the probation officer that they switched me to from. I'm not too sure what I'm not sure what the name of my probation officer was before, the
Oh,
female
well,
officer.
we're going to clear up any confusion. We're
Sure.
going to have the probation officer zoom in. Okay, all
Yes,
right, just have a seat.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, Adriana,
Yes, ma'am.
on page 1, DS,
Yes, ma'am.
the first cause number,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
says that's been dismissed.
Yes, ma'am. It was dismissed and on the second to the last one too for DS is dismissed.
All right, why does this keep appearing on the docket?
I don't know, there's usually some kind of situation when it comes to dismissing cases.
Mhm.
It doesn't always grasp that it needs to be taken off docket in a timely manner. But that is something that we are looking into with our supervisors and we will readdress it with her.
So Norma, the first one is dismissed. The other ones don't show up as dismissed.
Oh, they're gonna plead church.
Well, it says that he's been found incompetent. I mean, that's what's listed on the docket sheet. Is that not true?
I do still show on the other two that he's supposed to be taking a plea on, it does show that. But we did not confirm that those two were not dismissed, only the two I can confirm are ending in 2-8 and the one ending in 3-5 for Mr. Diaz.
All right, but on the docket sheet, it says he's incompetent, so we won't be able to do a plea.
Yes, ma'am, I understand that, but it was just direction from the attorney and that
All right.
Miss Yaya had asked me to.
Well, we'll see what happens when the attorney comes in. All right, anyone else ready?
Yes, and I have Ms. Cordova. Yeah. Cordova. Goodman.
Yes, I'm sorry, could you give me his cause number again?
Cause number is 2025 CR 007919.
All right, yes, counsel, where?
Yes, we've conferred and we can get a reset.
All right, do you have all discovery?
Yes.
All right, state, you'll need to do an acknowledgement of discovery. Was an offer tendered?
Offer has been tendered, yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this for a plea deadline date, the end of February, please.
Yes. 26.
All right, at that time, you need to let the court know whether you've reached an agreement. If you have not reached an agreement, your next setting is going to be a jury trial date. Your plea deadline date will have expired and the court will not consider any plea bargain agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plea open to the court. Do you understand? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, who's next?
Yes. Oh, Miss Chambers.
Jennifer Chambers. All right, and when you all get a chance, can you bring out Mr. Ross? All right, the court, is there any application?
Yes.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 004569 State versus Jennifer Chambers. Can I have parties announced?
Alexander Cross for the defense.
And are you Ms. Chambers? Did you review counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
We have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. I don't have any applications.
It could be on one of the other pages, just that I do remember having it in for Miss Chambers.
Okay, let me see if it's been
I'm
stapled.
looking through my papers.
Yes, I don't have it.
Would you be able to get that for Miss Chambers and I'll keep it? Thank you very much.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
All right, Ms. Chambers, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with theft of property, 2,500 to 30,000 as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years. in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
She is and was, Your Honor.
Ms. Chambers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived the right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's $1,000 fine to be probated. There's to be restitution to the complainant in the amount of $7,025. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sorry, and the state is recommending community supervision. Is that the plea state in defense?
It is, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending your community supervision be for a term of 3 years and there be a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Judge, you offer exhibit number 1,
No objections.
And state, have you spoken with the complainant?
Yeah.
Thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. All right, where's her engagement ring? What did you do with it?
I had to get to a friend and
You need to go get that ring back from that friend.
I don't communicate with her anymore. I don't.
You better pick up the phone, find that friend. This lady wants her engagement ring back.
I know that, my friend, well, she's not my friend anymore, but, she's, currently incarcerated.
Oh, well, you don't have her family members. I don't think they let her take the ring to the prison with her.
Right.
And why did you hand this ring over to your friend?
It was just bad decisions.
No. There's a reason. If you steal something, like a ring or a car, and you hand it over to somebody, you're expecting something. So why did you hand her this engagement ring?
Because she said that she could be able to sell it.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm not going to sentence you yet. You're going to come in here on the day of sentencing with $7,025 because that's how much the appraisal is for that ring. And that's what you agreed to, the amount that you owe. And I'm giving you 60 days to come up with that amount. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 60-day reset. And you need to come in. State, is this by cashier's check or money order?
We have money.
All right. 60 days?
April 6th.
All right, April 6th.
Your Honor, I don't think she's gonna be able to get that amount of money in that amount of time.
April 6th, $7,025. She can either bring that or she can bring that person's engagement ring back. I think they probably prefer the engagement ring.
Your Honor, would we be able to withdraw the plea, at
No.
that date?
She needs to come in with that amount.
But it's because we agreed to have the 3 years be the amount of time for her to get the money.
No.
I think we'd have to request a withdraw the plea. That was part of our agreement.
Mhm. All right. So state they want to withdraw their motion. Will you all be ready for jury trial on this tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Judge, I think plea has already been made on record. We're just holding it back for sentencing. They
Oh.
can't pull it back now.
Well, here's the thing. I don't have to accept any plea bargain agreements that have been reached. What I'm telling you though is you're either gonna come in here on February 6th with that $7,000 and $7,025 for the cost of that engagement ring, or either you need to come back here with that engagement ring and for the complainant to say, yes, this is my engagement ring. So, April 6th. And if you don't have that and you want to, I'll consider not accepting your plea and we will be going to jury on that day.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, who else is ready?
Page 6,
Roger Mims. Hello.
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I cannot complain. Currently alive. All right, I need the, he said for sentencing.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I was not informed. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
Who is this son again?
Roger Mims.
A copy of the.
I didn't get it.
All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 008-238B. State versus Roger Mims. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
James Tochi for Mr. Mims, Judge.
All right, you entered a plea bargain agreement of no contest to counts 4 and counts 5. According to the plea, counts 4 and 5 are to run concurrently. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and the state is opposed to your application. For the state? All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections?
No, ma'am.
State, do you have any witnesses?
No witnesses, just the evidence.
All right, defense, any witnesses?
Judge, I do. Mr. Mims is going to provide some information to the court this morning. I don't know if you wish to do it now.
You want to raise your right hand?
Just
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Lee Mims.
All right, you may proceed, defense.
Thank you very much, Judge. Mr. Mims, the Judge Boyd obviously knows your name. Let's just give a little bit of background. Where are you from?
San Antonio, Texas, sir.
Okay. Are you born and raised?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Obviously, you know why you are here, and what is going to be happening this morning before Judge Boyd.
Yes.
Tell Judge Boyd, we've already looked through the PSI. Tell Judge Boyd, just kind of a little bit about you and your makeup and your upbringing, and then we'll slowly get into some of the things that you've had to deal with in your life. No, just about you. Where were you educated? How far did you get in school?
I graduated at Southwest High School. I after that I went into Northwest Vista to do my basics basically for nursing, and I didn't get too far because I had problems with the landlady. I couldn't really pay for my books or anything like that, so I had put that to hold, you know, and from there I just kind of, I guess I was distracted with not being in school or educated, or you know, my mind wasn't really at the right. You know, I've been through a lot of stuff, you know, and just really couldn't really like get to where I wanted to be because of my stupidity and just the way kind of I was living. And you know, I take full responsibility for my actions and wherever I've led up to and how I led up to. So
Let me stop you real quick. How old are you, Rod?
I'm 30 years old, sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you ever go to college?
Yes, sir. Northwest Vista and Southern Careers, sorry.
Did you ever finish or complete or receive any certifications or degrees?
No, I didn't get to.
Do you have children?
No, sir.
Now in the PSI, it details some of the things in the past that are part of your criminal background. We've gone over those.
Yes, sir.
You have been on felony probation before, correct?
Yes, sir.
You were able to. I'm sure the state will ask you some questions about that. Let's kind of move a little bit into this area. So there is a co-defendant that's part of this case that has already been before Judge Boyd. Her name is Tiffany Vasquez, I believe. When did you meet her?
I hadn't met her from high school. I didn't really know her like that. Like 2023, yeah. I want to say like 2020 or 2023.
Describe the nature of your relationship with her.
It was not good at all. It was not good at all, to be honest. You know, always arguing, being lied to, you know, it just weren't equal. We didn't make no sense to be together. We just couldn't coexist, Your Honor.
And tell the judge a little bit about, now, do you believe you have PTSD?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever actually been diagnosed?
No, sir.
Okay. Why do you believe you have PTSD?
Just all my trauma, the trauma I've been through, you know, just when I'm growing up, I've seen a lot of stuff, you know, seen on the hands put on her. We'd have to run from, you know, my dad. Like I've seen a lot of death in my family, some friends passing, you know, and with that, it just brought a lot of. It was very hard for me to just walk a straight path, to be honest. It was really things in my mind I could never think straight. Like,
were you exposed to violence when you were in your teen and
I want to say I was around people that were not good for me, to be honest. Yes.
I'm going to show you a picture, Roger. I've already shared it with the prosecutors. Do you recognize that?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Judge, I would like for you to, well, I'd like to offer defendants one into evidence. I've already shared with the state. And I could share it with the court. What is Judge Boyd looking at in this picture, Roger?
Me on life support.
When was that?
2018, April 10th.
Okay. And how did that happen?
I was at a park and I got shot at AK.
Okay. Was a case filed on your behalf?
Yes, it was. I just didn't go further with the pressing charges.
Okay. Why is it?
Just being threatened. You know, threatening to keep the house up, and now it's my mom's house.
So the person that was charged with shooting you was indicted, but the case ultimately dismissed.
Yes.
And that is because you were being threatened.
Yes.
Does this kind of make up part of your mental makeup and what you believe to be your PTSD?
About 80%, yes, sir.
let's get back to Tiffany and let's start kind of honing in on this particular evening. How long had it been since you had spoken to Tiffany before you got with her on this particular night?
About 6, 7 months. No communication with her at all. I deleted her number, blocked her.
Were you aware that there was what is called a protective order that had been put in place for the two of you?
I want to say yes, but I never received any. I want to say yes.
Okay. You do recall receiving paperwork,
Yes.
but after that, did anyone follow up with you?
No, not at all. Not after that. No.
And had you seen Tiffany?
No, I haven't. Only on that date.
Why were you with her on this night?
She actually called me from a Text Me Now app and begged me to if I could take a ride with her. Basically, try to talk to her and stuff, but it led up to being a whole nother ball game. It was way out of what she told me it was gonna be, and it led to that.
So you went with her.
Yes, sir.
That was a mistake.
Very.
Did you know where you were going or the purpose of her bringing you?
No, I didn't. She told me that it was her baby daddy's girlfriend or something like that. And that if I could she was gonna talk to her, and so I jumped in a car, I took my firearm on my behalf. I didn't know that was gonna happen. That's just something I normally do, is take my firearm everywhere I go. To be honest.
Were you asked to bring a firearm?
No, sir, I was not.
Okay.
She didn't know I had it until everything started happening.
Who is she?
Tiffany Martinez.
So what happened? Tell Judge Boyd, you guys are driving around. Were you following a car?
Yes. Following a car, got past Marbach, got past Ingram. We were going all the way, so but 3 stops, I told her we need to turn this car around. I think it's not a good idea, like something's gonna leave bad. So we kept going. She refused to turn the car off. She, please just go with me, please just go with me. I said, okay. After that, she said she would never talk to me again. She'll leave me alone. I went with her. We came to Thousand Oaks by the airport. We drove, and that's when everything happened, when we came to a stop in Henderson Pass somewhere.
Okay. So did Tiffany stop the car?
No, the girl was already out of the car, actually getting out.
Okay.
And she said she was gonna have words with her. And
did you get out of the car?
No, I never got out of the car until the brawl started.
Okay. And is that what happened?
Yes. Tiffany punched the girl a couple of times for no reason.
What did you do?
I told him to stop. I tried to break it up about 6 or 7 times before I just charged the firearm in the air.
Okay. Let's kind of slow a little down on the sequence. Did you get involved in, well, I'm gonna call it a melee. Did you get involved in the melee?
Yeah, I separated them several times. I was in the I've even had a conversation with the girl trying to calm her down, like, hey, I'm so sorry this happened to me. Started up again.
So your involvement was to break it up?
Yeah, peacemaking.
Okay.
Obviously.
Now, did you at any time strike?
No,
the young lady?
Just only pulling them back. Of course I was kind of aggressive, but I was just pushing them back. I couldn't handle 2 in one swing and then one swinging back. I couldn't handle that.
Was there a point in time when the 2 girls stopped fighting, everybody has separated, and you guys are actually talking about what's going on?
Yes, me and the girl.
And I know that the judge has read the stipulations, but the reality is Tiffany went over there believing that girl was involved with her boyfriend.
She was totally innocent.
Okay. But was that true?
That's what Tiffany was saying.
But was it true?
Yes. That she went to go.
Was it true that she was involved with Tiffany's boyfriend?
No, she was never. She didn't know who. She had no clue who Tiffany or I was.
Okay. Did you know that girl?
I never seen her in my life.
Did you have any reason to go over there and want to hurt her?
No, I was not trying to harm none of them.
Did you have any reason to go over there, threaten her to take property?
No.
Okay. And did you actually do any of those?
No.
At some point, were you having a conversation with the girl about what was going on and why you were there?
Yes.
Okay. And the reality is, Roger, were you mistaken yourself when you're having these conversations? Did you know that she hadn't been with Tiffany's boyfriend? Or did you assume that to be true?
I believed it from the start because very serious. I didn't, she showed her a picture to Tiffany of who her baby daddy or who she was dating was.
Right.
She was very honest. I believed her 100%. Like, she didn't have no clue who Tiffany or I was. She did not know us. She didn't know what was going on. She was very lost.
Did there come a point in time when the two girls started fighting again?
Yes.
And again, to be clear, that was the two girls. You were not fighting
No.
with the young lady.
No, at this point, I was standing by the car as they were brawling.
What did you do at that point?
So at this point, that's when belongings started getting taken, and stopped the fight. Obviously, gave the girl her purse back because obviously she snatched the purse and the phone. I was looking for the phone. I was looking for his girl's glasses, Tiffany's glasses. Obviously, trying to find everybody's stuff. As I'm looking for the glasses, they're in the street fighting again. You know what I mean? At this point, I got the purse. I put the purse right there on the screen. Tiffany grabbed the purse, threw it in the car. Phone, took it in the car. You know what I mean?
So at some point, there was a gun.
Yes.
That was taken out.
Yes, my gun.
What was the purpose of that?
I was scared him and I shot it and I told him, I warned him like, hey, I'm gonna shoot the gun in the air if y'all don't stop. That's exactly the words I said. And I let it off. I let the firearm go. They stopped fighting. And the girl took a picture of the license plate and Tiffany snatched the phone.
Did you take any of her property?
No.
Did her phone end up in the car you were in?
The phone was in Tiffany's lap.
Okay, and that's because Tiffany.
She took the phone.
Okay. Now that we're 2 years away from all that, we've talked about this kind of looking back on that situation. I mean, how do you feel about that girl in particular and what happened?
She didn't deserve it. She was innocent. I feel very bad for her to this day. I feel very bad. Like, just imagine somebody just running up on you, trying to get home. You know, you don't know who these people are. You can possibly get hurt. You don't know. Like, yes, I'm very sorry for what happened to her.
Okay.
She did not deserve it.
Now, you and I know from reading the police reports and watching what she told the police, you know that she told the police that she believes you were involved in part of the assault, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you assault her?
No, I was only pulling her off of Tiffany.
Okay. Since that incident, obviously you haven't had been arrested for anything, correct?
Yes.
And then, Judge, I'd like for the court, or I'd like to offer defendants 1, 2, and 3 into evidence. If I may, I've already shared with the state. I don't believe they have objection to it.
The court will accept into evidence defendants 1, 2, and 3.
Who are the children depicted in these pictures, Roger?
Those are my stepboys.
Okay. Now you're not married, but you
No.
have a serious relationship.
Yes.
Is it a healthy relationship?
Very healthy.
Is she here in court today?
Yes, sir.
Where these young men in the picture, where's their father?
He's passed away.
Okay. So they kind of look to you as a father figure at this point.
They do. They didn't really get to know him like that. They didn't really get to know him.
Okay. And do you feel kind of like their father?
Yes, at this point, I'm 100%. I feel I take responsibility 100% how they even grow up now. Yes, sir.
Now, the judge has a big decision to make. She can put you on probation. She can also send you to prison. If she were to allow you on probation, do you feel that you could do the things that you need to do to be successful?
100%.
All right, Judge, for now, I believe that's all the questions I have, and I'll pass the witness to Ms. Calloway.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Mem, so we kind of talk about the road that led you to where you are right now. Okay, and so if we look at that road, right, you were on juvenile deferred adjudication for about a year for one charge, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then in 2010, you were placed on juvenile probation for another charge, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then in 2013, you were placed on deferred adjudication for resisting arrest, and that was in county court 4, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then in 2016, you're placed on felony deferred adjudication for attempted deadly conduct with a firearm. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And during that deferred adjudication, you did pick up a new charge, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and a motion to revoke your probation was filed, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And the judge decided to continue you.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you picked up another MTR for testing positive for substances, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then ultimately the judge decided to continue you again, and then the case was dismissed for adjudication, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then in 2018, you're placed on for adjudication. And I guess it's running concurrently with the deadly firearm, but you're placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 while on deferred adjudication for deadly conduct. And in 2018, that new offense that you picked up was hindering apprehension of a felon. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then we have failed to ID from 2016 that you were placed on probation for in Comal County. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then ultimately you were revoked and sentenced to 140 days in the Comal County Jail.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then you had an assault bodily injury in 2016 as well in Comal County that they fled down to a lesser charge.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so if we're talking about, I want to talk to you about Tiffany, because did y'all meet when y'all were in high school at Southwest High School?
I just knew who she was. We didn't never talk.
Okay.
We went to the same school. Like I
Okay.
knew who she was. She knew who I was. I was obviously athletic, so she knew I was one of the stars, you know.
And so y'all just knew each other when you were at Southwest High School, but then later on y'all kind of.
Excuse me, just one moment. Mr. Porter, could you review that State has and with Mr. McRae? All right, you may continue. Thank you.
And so then I guess after high school, y'all kind of start having some type of romantic relationship.
Yes, like 21, I want to say.
Okay. And then that doesn't work out, and then she leaves the relationship and goes with her baby daddy.
Yes.
Okay. And so I guess throughout that time, are you saying that you didn't have any communication with her? Or was it kind of like a back and forth thing, or what?
Well, she always lived with him. Like it was just like lies. I just had to catch her, you know. So that's what made us really fall off the map.
Okay. And then in 2022, she files for that protective order.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and are you aware that the basis for that was that she was alleging that you had assaulted her
Yes.
and said that your homeboys were gonna shoot up her and her mom?
Yes.
Okay. And so then you're saying that you were aware that you were served with paperwork for the protective order, but then nobody followed up with you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they came one time. They did come to my house. It was a constable. Came
Okay.
one time.
And so what they served you with was the temporary protective order that gives you the date to show up to court,
Yes.
right? And so you didn't show up in court, and then that's how that default judgment occurred, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, off the record for a moment. Do y'all have any objections to releasing that person? On the note, did you open it and read it?
Oh, I read this.
All right, sorry about that. We're back on the record.
And so then that default judgment is entered, and so that's for you all to not have contact with
Yes,
each
ma'am.
other at all.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we come to the date of the offense, and then does she communicate with you by phone, or how does she?
Text now.
Okay. And so what was the conversation?
Asked me to come here. I don't remember. It was totally different from when I jumped in the car. Just to come and talk with her, and then she let me know what was really going on as soon as I jumped in the car.
Okay, so then she let you know once you're in the car that Santos, that's her big daddy, correct? That she suspected that he was messing around with another girl.
Yes.
And that she wanted to go roll up on that girl, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so she had what, a white motor vehicle at the time?
It was a blue Taurus.
Oh.
Yeah, like a blue Taurus.
Okay, and so she's driving the motor vehicle and you're in the passenger seat, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then you have your firearm, correct?
Yes.
And so then she drives to Santos' house and that's initially where she sees the girl, the victim in this case.
I wasn't in the car at that time when she was doing all that. She had came to get me, and when we came to the light on Medina Base, that's when she saw the car and we followed the car.
Okay, so you're aware that she testified, that's what she said?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah, of
and that's
course.
not what the girl said?
Yeah, I wasn't in, cause you know, I don't really. Well, it's like, I can't put that in there, but they used to follow me around like the baby daddy and the dad type stuff, you know what I mean? Trying to see who I was. So I didn't go around their people's place like that. They had kids and stuff. I wasn't into all that.
Okay.
It's
So
just
you're
as soon as I
saying-
jumped in the car, we got to Medina Base and that's when we started following the white car. Like you get me, Medina Base, it's Elm Valley, coming down, it's Medina Base. I live on Medina Base. You know what I mean? It's literally walking distance. Like I could literally get there like that. Like,
So then after she scoped Bianca out at Santos, across from Santos'
Yeah.
house, then it's your testimony that she went and stopped and picked you up and then resumed following the car?
yes,
That's
pick me up.
saying?
Yes, pick me
Okay.
up.
Okay, so notwithstanding that, then you all end up at the victim's home,
Yes,
correct?
yes,
Okay, and when y'all arrive at the victim's home, Tiffany gets out of the car and punches the victim, correct?
yes, yes, ma'am.
And they're engaged in an altercation, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're saying that you were trying to separate.
Yes, several times,
Okay.
like 6, 7 times,
Okay.
5 or 6 times.
And so you said that you don't know the victim in this case,
No,
correct?
no,
And that you've never seen her before,
never in
correct?
my life.
And so why, she has no incentive to make up anything about you, correct?
No,
So then why would she tell the police that you curb stomped her?
exactly. That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm strong. So just imagine me putting somebody's face on the curb and what do you know what I mean? She'll lose teeth, all that.
I mean, her lip was busted.
Yeah,
You
but
see
from
the
Tiffany,
pictures?
yeah, it was a baby bust.
Okay,
Yeah, of course, I seen the
baby
video.
bust?
Yeah,
It's a baby bust?
well, I don't know how to really tell you, but I didn't punch her. I don't punch women. I just can't tell you that part.
You don't punch women.
I
but
don't.
Tiffany's made reports.
That I punched her,
that
right?
You assaulted her.
Yeah,
correct?
and that I tried to kill her and the most and all this and that, but
So is it?
why
your
would she-
testimony-
she obviously
Let me-
trusts me, right?
Let me ask you a question. So it's your testimony that just all these females make up these accusations?
I don't know all these
against you?
females. I just know Tiffany. I don't know the other girl. I just know Tiffany and what I've been through with her, to be honest.
And so while Tiffany is engaging in this physical altercation with the victim, you're saying you didn't curb stomp her, but you pull your firearm out, correct?
Yes,
Okay, and you fire your firearm. You're not
Yes.
disputing that, right?
fired her.
And in fact, there's Ring doorbell camera that catches the
Yeah,
audio
yes,
of
fired
it, and the victim is yelling, please, please stop. And
Yes.
y'all are not stopping, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And then at that point, that's when the victim goes to try to take the picture of Tiffany's license plate, correct?
yes, ma'am.
And then Tiffany snatches the phone from her,
Yes, ma'am.
and then y'all both get back in the motor vehicle and take off.
No, they fought actually one more time in the street.
Okay. But Tiffany ended up with the cell phone in the vehicle when y'all left, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, and then when y'all are on the way back to wherever you're going, then that's when the car crash happened.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so it was your testimony that basically you just went with Tiffany because she said after this, she would leave you alone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
To be honest.
But you're aware that when y'all got in that car crash, that multiple police officers showed up on scene, correct?
Yes,
And do you recall what you were doing?
yes.
Okay, what were you doing?
Hugging her and stuff.
You were hugging
Kissing
on
her.
her, and kissing on her,
Yes.
and rubbing her buttocks, you recall that?
Yes,
Okay, and that doesn't look like somebody that wants to leave someone alone, right?
yes,
Okay, and then in fact, then when you're picked up on the warrant for this, you called her from the Bear County Jail,
yes,
right? And you're
Yes.
telling her, I love you, don't worry about this, you don't have to apologize for this, you recall that, right?
I told her I was gonna take accountability. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, and so how do you reconcile that with the fact that you're saying that you just went to never have contact with her again?
Because I wasn't contacting her, she contacted me. No, I wasn't going out of my way to contact her no more, to be honest now. I jumped in a car, made a dumb choice, very dumb choice, obviously. I know I blame myself, to be honest. I just really do.
All right, and then, you're currently residing with your mom, is that what you, PSI officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and your mom is another person that you talked to while you were in Bear County Jail, correct?
Yes,
And, when you spoke with her, you had already known that the police were looking for you regarding what
Yes,
happened
ma'am.
with Tiffany, right?
yes, of course, of
Okay,
course.
and so you told her that you were anticipating to get picked up on this and that it really wasn't a big deal, right? For her
Well,
not to
because I
worry
didn't-
about it?
Well, because I didn't do all the stuff y'all telling me I did, like curb stomping her and stuff. Yeah, of course, I was telling her that, of course.
Okay, and then I guess you mentioned in the PSI too, but that your mom doesn't really like Tiffany.
Never. She's got videos of her pulling up, making her leave. You know, my mom's a Jehovah's Witness, so all the stuff that I did out there. I never did it around my mom. No.
Fair enough. And so then, when we look back at your probation that you were on in 2018, it looks like you had some problems with smoking marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so you've been on bond in this case, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so you told the PSI officer that the last time that you used marijuana was in 2025. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes.
And that's while you were on bond for this case?
I don't recall that. I just know I told her I was smoking 2025.
And so I guess in the rendition that you gave of the facts to the PSI officer, basically what you said is that you were just trying to be a peacemaker.
Yeah.
Okay, and so, I mean, you described yourself as a big man, is that what you said?
I mean, I know what's right and what's wrong. You know that I like from the get when I had the conversation with the girl, I knew it wasn't right. Like, you know what I mean? I just
But I
turned
guess
it up.
what I'm getting at is like Tiffany and the victim in the case are both smaller than you.
Yeah,
right?
of course, of
Okay,
course.
and so it's your testimony that in trying to separate two small females, you and your size and stature, that you needed a firearm to do that?
Well, they didn't. I didn't want to punch them or put my hands on them like that. I thought it would really scare them, to be honest. And they did. They separated and they didn't fight again. We jumped in the car, like you said, and we got past the airport and crashed at the airport.
Okay. And so then when the PSI officer asked you how community supervision can help you, you told her that it would make your mind clearer.
Yeah, like 'cause I know not to. I don't even go out after since I've been going through all this. So I know it's just a lot that I need to do, and it'll just have my mind straight. I can focus on my people, like work harder. You know what I mean? Don't make no dumb choices like that. That was dumb.
I think the question is, like, did you not learn that on the other 5 probations that you've been on?
Well, things happen. I'm not perfect. Things happen, Your Honor.
But I mean, did you learn anything from all
Yeah,
of
of course. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was successful on my last probation, besides the UAs.
Okay, and so that was another offensive fight involving you firing a firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and so I would beg to defer that you didn't learn much from that if you're here because you did it again. Wouldn't you agree with me?
Well, I had the right to carry. I wasn't a convicted felon.
Yeah.
Right?
You got that right, yeah. Now, in your probation in 2018, when the probation officer was monitoring you, they were monitoring your social media. Were you aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so what they saw was that you were on Facebook Live smoking marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you doing that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's while you're on probation.
Yes, ma'am.
And then it was also notated that you associate with multiple members of the Criminal Street Gang Blood, correct?
My big brother, I don't know. I don't want to put him out there, but it's not me. It's just my people.
It's just people that you associate with.
Yeah.
Are members of Criminal Street.
Yes.
Okay. We pass the witness.
Any questions?
No further questions, Judge.
All right, any other witnesses, defense?
No, ma'am.
All right, the court will hear argument. State you're opposed.
Yes, Judge. Patient sentenced to 6 years in prison. Mr. Tochi did negotiate a very advantageous plea deal for this defendant. However, the reason that the state is opposed to his applications is due to the criminal history that I've just discussed with the defendant, which includes multiple felony probations where he was on felony probation, picks up a new felony charge, and that judge decides to continue him. He's picking up motions to revoke for continuing to use illegal substances and is continued as well, which I think leads to the problem of why we're here today. And he did notate that he's not a convicted felon, but I would beg to argue or submit that had the court done the right thing back then, he would have been sent to prison and been prohibited from carrying firearms, because it is clear by his demeanor, the things that were stipulated to and stipulated evidence, that he does not have the comportment for somebody that needs to be carrying a firearm.
Yes.
I'm not talking to him, I'm talking to the court, you can face forward. Judge, he's never been compliant with his previous probations, and then if we're looking at the facts, what it was that he went over there with somebody that's not even his girlfriend to go confront someone that Tiffany Martinez, who's already been sentenced to 6 years in prison, went to go confront this girl that she thought was messing around with the father of her children. And they follow her to her own residence, they ambush her and assault her, and then he pulls out a firearm and fires it and places her in immense fear. And in the PSI, she's also asking for this defendant to be sent to prison. And Judge, I just think that based on all the evidence that is before you, that I am asking you to deny its application and send him to 6 years of prison.
All right, defense.
So, yeah, he's been on felony probation, Judge. I believe, if I read the PSI correctly, he did successfully discharge from it. Yes, he smoked marijuana. You know, the thing about Roger is, as the court, if the court was in tune, he's just not going to lie about that stuff. It would have been easy to say, no, I didn't smoke in 2020. It would have been easy to tell the PSI officer I didn't. Yes, he smoked marijuana while on probation back then. He probably smoked marijuana last year. Is he supposed to do that? No, of course not. But for what it's worth, Roger didn't lie about those things. And I know we've talked a lot. He can be successful on probation. It's in the PSI before you. The fact that he had one, I know doesn't bode well for him. But to say that he can't be successful on probation, to me, is just incorrect, because obviously he can. He does like to smoke marijuana. The court can address that issue. You know, the thing about talking about what happened that night is, don't take Roger's word for it. I mean, as an officer of the court, and I know the court hasn't had the benefit of reviewing all of the evidence in this case, but the complaining witness herself recorded a 911 call. She spoke to the initial arriving officers, and then she spoke later the next day with a detective. And I, as well as Ms. Galloway, have reviewed all that. And I will tell you, almost 90% of what Roger is telling you is confirmed by the complaining witness. The first thing she tells the officers is, when the girl gets there, she confronts her and she hits her in the mouth twice. And she even tells the officer, there's a cut. I'm not going to characterize as big or little, but, and she tells the police officers, the girl did this, not Roger. The next thing she says is, Roger got out, and I am almost quoting, he separated us. He was trying to break up the fight. Those are the words of the complaining witness. She goes on to say that it did break up, and she is having probably a very heated, hostile dialogue with Mr. Mims. But she's trying to explain, I don't know who y'all are, and I am not sleeping with that girl's boyfriend. And in fact, she wasn't. And so Roger's kind of in this thing.
And where does the firing of the weapon come in?
Well, I'm getting to it, and I'll try to get to it a little quickly. But I think the context is very important. All Roger wants, Judge, is to get the hell out of there. He should never have gotten in that car. Tiffany's bad news. She's trouble. She's toxic. She is. Roger makes poor decisions, but you kind of heard how Roger grew up. And it's unfortunate that he did. And I don't know if he has PTSD. I've gotten to know him for about 1.5 years now. I can speak for him, and I understand and can see what happened in that moment. But in that moment, he's trying to create resolution. He gave her property back. He didn't want to assault her. He didn't want to rob her.
What are you saying? He returned property before they left?
There was property that was not taken, but property on the ground, laying around, Tiffany's purse, stuff strewn everywhere.
I mean, like the cell phone.
Cell phone. At some point, Roger had it. He provided it back to her. Ms. Galloway can address these issues, but I'm telling you, as an officer of the court, this is what the evidence was. And she tells the police officers this. They're having a conversation. And Roger is having this conversation, trying to explain things, and it goes back and forth. And the two girls, not Roger, get back into another fight. And she articulates all that. And just keep in mind, all Roger wants is for this thing to end and to get out of there. And so to that end, and I believe she believes that Roger got involved. I believe she believes that. I personally do not believe that Roger went over there and struck her. And I can tell you this, none of the injuries, because you don't have the pictures and you don't have the benefit of the video. There is no way you can convince me that a girl was curb stomped the way I know curb stomping. Somebody's head is placed upon a curb. I mean, she has a cut on her lip right here. She does have a scrape on her knee, but she was in pajama bottoms rolling around on the street. She has no injuries whatsoever to indicate that that kind of injury was inflicted by anybody. And I'm telling the court, I don't believe Roger ever did that. I believe she believes Roger may have been striking her because she's on the ground rolling, pulling hair as she pulled it or described it. Roger comes over and tries to separate the girls, and he probably did put his hands on her, and he probably did push her or even throw both of them to the side. But I can tell the court in no way do I believe whatsoever that that ever occurred. But I do believe she believes it. And I know that she told the police officers that. But the vast majority of what she tells the officers in all three statements is Roger was peacemaker. I know that's crazy to believe or to understand, but this is one of the craziest factual scenarios I've ever encountered. At some point, Roger tells them, and the complaining witness even, again, mirrors this, that Roger told them, y'all stop fighting, I'm about to shoot this gun. She tells the police that, and she even tells the police that he fired the round in the air to get them to stop fighting. He wasn't trying to, I'm sure it was scary, I'm sure it was threatening, and she certainly did feel that way. But he was only trying to get them to stop. And that's how he did it. And to look at it now, it's dumb, it's dangerous. I understand that. But Roger, in that moment, just wanted this thing to end. And that is how he did it. He wasn't trying to scare or kill or hurt or rob anybody. He wanted these girls to stop fighting, to get in the car and get out of there. And that's finally what did it. And it's wrong. And he shouldn't have done it. And he shouldn't have had that gun. But in that moment, Roger wasn't there to rob or hurt anybody. I don't believe he did. And what the complaining witness says doesn't track entirely, but it tracks a lot of what you've heard today from Mr. Mims. He was trying to break them up. He really, truly was. She says that. He was only trying to stop the fight with the weapon. She says that. And then they got out of there. In the aftermath of it all, I can't tell you, they had a big crash, a major crash. And Roger has blood streaming down his face. They did what they did, but I can tell the court he had no intention of hurting her or robbing her. He should not have been there and he should not have had a gun. Whether the court believes he should go to prison, I will leave that to the court. Roger's biggest mistake was just getting in that car. He never should have. I wish I could give you an answer to that. I've asked him that question 100 times. That's what doesn't make sense to me. But he didn't get in the car with evil or criminality in his mind. He got injected into a situation, given his mental makeup and his life up to that point. I feel he did the best he possibly could, and thank God nothing worse happened. And the complaining witness corroborates a lot of what I'm saying. So don't take my word for it. She said the same thing. I'll defer to the court on the issue of probation. I understand how large of an ask this is, for this court, for somebody with his history and the story you've just heard. So I hope the court can see through a lot of what looks really bad and get to the bottom line understanding of what Roger's role and conduct was. And I do think it deserves being on probation. He can survive probation. I've met his girlfriend. She's really nice. I've met those young men. They're the cutest little boys. Roger loves them. He is in a good spot now. Whether the court wants to keep him on his path is up to the court. If you want to put him in prison, then that is the court's determination. That's all I have for now, Judge. I appreciate the court's time. I know I've taken a lot of it.
State.
Judge, I have a synopsis of the statement that was provided by the complainant in this case, but if I'm hearing the argument correctly, that he was
trying to be the peacemaker, but I respectfully disagree with that. And if we're looking at the vacuum of him discharging the firearm, it's kind of like they're trying to make like a self-defense argument kind of, but it was not a justified use of the firearm. They are the ones that are provoking the difficulty. They are the ones that went to the victim's home. They are the ones that engaged the victim. And so I'm asking to deny his application and send him to 6 months.
And I just have one question.
Yes.
This accident that occurred afterward, was that due allegedly to speeding or something of that nature? And did that happen immediately after this?
Right away from the location, I think what was told by the defendant and co-defendant to the police was that the brakes went out, is what was told.
It would have happened a few miles away. I wouldn't say it was contemporaneous, but it happened over by the airport. The incident itself was a few miles from the airport. The Tiffany was driving. I don't know the reason for the accident. It was a pretty big one. I don't know if that helps or hurts, but full.
No, I was just trying to
I don't
figure
know.
that
Yeah,
out.
it was a few miles away.
And I only asked because I believe defense in your argument, you brought up the accident. So I was just trying to figure out
Yeah.
the connection, if there is one,
There-
between this.
I
and the
don't believe
accident.
I don't believe there really is any connectivity. And I'll be clear with the court that this is not self-defense at all. I know it's not. There are no defensive issues here.
Okay.
It's just what happened, Judge.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Counts 4 and 5 will run concurrently. The court will find the defendant guilty of counts 4 and counts 5. Does anyone wish to speak to the cap?
Yes, if the court is contemplating a term, Judge, obviously I would ask for something in the lower range of the term. Again, I really truly believe I know Roger had no intent on hurting her or robbing her.
Well, I mean, the lower range for this offense, I believe, is 5. Isn't this aggravated robbery?
But he entered, he was.
Can I see the paperwork again? I'm so sorry.
I believe it's between 2 and 6, Judge.
Yes, but they're
Oh.
both.
All right, thank you. I'm just trying to see what the police did.
They should be 3rd degrees.
Yes, I see here that it's counts 4 and counts 5.
Mr. Mims has never been to prison before.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he had a very, very different role than the co-defendant who you assessed a 6-year sentence for. I do believe that Roger did make considerable efforts to try to alleviate that horrible situation. And I do believe that that does hopefully warrant some consideration from the court if you're going to assess a prison term.
All right, and state you're asking for? All right, and count 4. Court will sentence you, I'm sorry, in counts 4 and counts 5, the court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Tiffany Martinez or Bianca Gonzalez. Counts 4 and counts 5 will run concurrently. Is there anything else? You're welcome.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Did you review, wait, I'm sorry, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Thank you. All right, do y'all have any objection to excusing juror number 36? All right, Deputy Laura, you can let juror number 36 know that they're excused. All right, we're gonna take up this case and then we're gonna take our break unless somebody has something else. All right, Frank Hasso.
And there was another one, just. You know, does may I approach on this
Yes.
also?
So, the officer that, Mr. Hasso said that he had previously is out of the office, for an unforeseen amount of, future. We don't know when he's gonna come back. However, CSO Alvarado is his current officer and she's on the Zoom.
All right, so do you have
And
any?
I'm
objection?
sorry.
Yes.
And Mr. Hasso says that he did, reach out to Miss Alvarado, so that's why I did call her.
All right, so any objection taking testimony from this witness?
No, Judge.
All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 5033, State versus Frank Hasso. Can I have parties re-announce?
David McLean for the defense.
And you're Mr. Hasso?
Francisco Javier Hospital.
All right, we have a witness by Zoom. And it's Officer Alvarado. Any objection to the witness appearing by Zoom?
None, Judge.
All right, Ms. Alvarado, if you can unmute and if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Do both parties agree that this is the officer for probation?
That's not your original officer? No.
No, we just had a discussion that your original officer is unavailable for the foreseeable future.
That was the subsequent officer.
Yes.
That
But
is not
supposedly
available.
she has information, this officer.
Okay, I mean, but yeah, but that's not, Josh Canoe was
Right, but who, was this your officer prior?
before her, no. It was not,
That was not your officer before Josh Canoe.
no, sir.
Has this ever been your
No.
probation officer?
This is his current officer. She has not seen him,
Mhm.
but she does have information, Judge.
All right, so I thought that's what we discussed. So does anyone have any objection to her imparting the hearsay information that she has for us with regards to his contacting anyone?
If she has the information regarding his contact in the email chains from Officer Canoodle or your former, then that's fine, Judge. Absolutely.
No objection?
For that limited purpose, yeah.
All right, Officer Alvarado,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have any information about Frank Hasso contacting probation about appointments?
Not any information that I can find in his electronic file. I took over the case, I believe January 28th of 2025 actually is when I was assigned to him. Prior to that, Mr. Joshua Kernodle was assigned to him April 4th, 2024. April 12th, 2024. And immediately prior to that was Ms. Alexandra Rosales on April 11th. So I do not know if Ms. Rosales ever saw him or not. Prior to that, February 8th, 2024 was a Jasmine Sanchez. It's my understanding that particular officer no longer works with the department at all.
All right. Any other questions?
I've just got a couple. Ms. Alvarado, my name's David McLean. I represent Mr. Hasso.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any of the emails or access to the email from Mr. Canoodle?
Let me see if any of them were saved in our documents. If they were not saved in the documents, I do not have anything. Bear with me just a moment.
Thank you, ma'am. And while you're doing that, Ms. Alvarado,
Yes, sir.
that question for Jasmine Sanchez.
Okay, so Ms. Sanchez is no longer with the department. She is no longer an officer. I do not have any emails that have been downloaded from Mr. Kernodle that I can see in our system. And it looks like he was at least for a short while on our MAT program with Miss Denning. I'm not sure how long that was while Miss Denning is still part of the department. I believe she is currently out at lunch.
And I just one question. You
Mhm.
said that Mr. Kernodle took over Mr. Hasso's probation
in April of 2024, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's the first date that he missed his appointment that's alleged in the motion to revoke his probation, correct?
Bear with me just a moment. Let me pull it up.
Thank you.
So yes, they did allege the month of April. We, in the past, used to actually allege specific dates. There are no specific dates alleged, so just for the entire month of April. Let me, bear with me just a moment. While I did kind of familiarize myself with this, I didn't go that detailed into it. Bear with me here. April. Okay. I'm showing that, and this is the documentation that I'm looking at that's automatic when we do appointments and stuff. There was an appointment originally scheduled for April the 11th. It looks like Miss Sanchez deleted it. I'm not sure why, and it was rescheduled to Tuesday, April 23rd. That date, we're showing a fail to report. The appointment was rescheduled for May 7th. And I'm showing some due diligence on April 23rd from Mr. Kernodle, actually that he did download that I missed. It does show probationer failed to report. CSO called the number we have on file, went straight to voicemail, and it wasn't set up yet. CSO scheduled the appointment 2 weeks out, email sent to probationer after call. The email states, "Good afternoon, this is Officer Kernodle. You may call me Officer K if it's easier. You were scheduled to come in today and missed your appointment. I tried to call and your phone was not on. Please contact me as soon as possible to schedule another appointment. If you have a better phone number, please let me know that as well. Thank you for your time." And I'm showing the May 7th appointment was a failure to report. It does show that he did leave a message on Monday, May 29th. According to Mr. Kernodle's notations, Monday, May 29th was a holiday, Memorial Day.
And he left that message on a voicemail?
Yes, on the voicemail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same
It does.
number?
I'm sorry?
Was it the same phone number?
According to this, he left the same contact phone number that CSO had tried to contact him, that is on his file. CSO is both calling and sending emails each time, has been unable to contact him. So it looks like email was sent back and rescheduled to June 3rd at 11 o'clock. And we have 2 emails. He documented 2 different emails that he sent, or 2 different email addresses that Mr. Hasso had on file.
Could you tell the court what those email addresses are that he's been sending the emails to?
Yes, sir. Franksteinforever@gmail.com and road to recovery 210@gmail.com.
Guys, I don't have any other questions. I'll pass the witness.
Any questions?
Alvarado, from January 2025 to today, had probation made attempts to contact Mr. Yasso or vice versa?
I have not personally. I took over this caseload, or I took over Mr. Hasso January 28th of last year, so almost exactly a year ago. If they have outstanding warrants and are considered fugitives, we do not make attempts to contact them.
It was Mr. Also considered a fugitive as of January 2025?
Yes.
And so because of his fugitive status, no due diligence field visits of that sort were attempted?
No, we do not make any type of field visits on anyone that has an active warrant. Probation is not set up to do that. We also do not have any arresting capabilities or authorization to do that, or authorization to keep the person until we can contact law enforcement. So no, we do not do that.
All right. Thank
Just
you. Yes.
briefly, one follow-up question on that. Ms. Alvarado, can you describe for the court what due diligence the probation department or law enforcement has done to bring Mr. Hasso before the court since April of 2024?
Law enforcement, I cannot speak to, as we do not have records on what they try to do. From what I'm reading, Mr. Knodel has made several phone calls and emails sent to the emails we have on record in an attempt to get him to come in and get back into compliance on that. He also has a copy of his, or was provided originally, a copy of his conditions of probation, which states that he does have to report. So he could have actually walked in at any time to report whether or not he had an appointment, and someone would have seen him and would have marked him as being, as having reported.
Okay, my question was, what affirmative actions had you done to exercise due diligence? And I think you answered it by just saying from the emails and things that were sent out.
Yes, you're correct. Me personally, I have not done anything, as when I took over his case, he was already a fugitive, as the MTR was filed in October of 2024. So once they're marked as having an active warrant, we do not do due diligence. That is pulled back, and we let that information goes to the warrant officers. I don't know how they decide where they're going to go, who they're going to look for, but that's what happened on that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding 1 and 4 true. The court will grant the motion, revoke, sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served and credit for any inpatient treatment that was completed successfully. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? And did you sign it?
Yes.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates in the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney, and the court will request the therapeutic community as well. All right, thank you. Good luck to you, okay?
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, we're taking our recess. And we'll be back at